So today we are all gathered here. We're going to march for gun reform and gun laws and stricter gun control and making it harder for guns to be put into people's hands who don't use them the right way. I organized this along with Hawaii Action Network. Once I kind of got the word out and was going to school and seeing how many people were talking about it but not doing much about this problem, I started talking with my classmates, I started talking with my teachers. I got involved that way, and now we're here. So, what motivated me was there was a lack of talk of the Parkland shooting. After the Las Vegas shooting, I didn't hear much about it in my school, and I realized that people must not be educated about this topic. And after getting the word out, after educating people about what is happening and how many lives are being lost because of guns, and that 47 American children and teenagers die a day from guns and from gunfire, and that kind of got me moving in the right direction and seeing that I need to do something. This is our generation and we need to be the ones to make this change.
Gun violence has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
I hope that Congress sees us and they see that although we're a small island in the Pacific Ocean, that we have a big impact and we can make a large difference. And that we see things that are going on in the United States and that need to be changed. And if we can see that, then I hope they can see that and that they can reach out and do something to end gun violence in America.
We're on vacation here in Hawaii. We made the plans before we knew about the march, and so it was important to us to find a place where we could march as well. We knew our friends and family were marching in New York City, so where could we join a march? And we found this wonderful activity here. I have been so impressed with the young people because this kind of violence has now invaded their schools. There are children who were born after 9/11 and they don't know anything else except a school where they could be shot at any time. That has to end. That's the most important part for me.
I think it's really important for people of all ages to come and support this, and I think, I don't know, it's just really sad to hear all this violence that's happening in the world, and I don't know, it's just really sad, and I really hope that this protest and other protests help to make all the violence go away and more love in the world.
So after the march, we're going to have a rally at Parker School, and then from there we're going to also have a booth for voting registration, so young people can register to vote, and also people who just turned 18 can register to vote. So it's a good way to get people involved, and it's a good way to get people to start voting, and maybe that will change the future for America.
Gun-related deaths are now the third leading cause of death for American children. Since Sandy Hook, 7,000 American children have died by gunfire. This no longer is a political issue. This is a fundamental issue. This is no longer a red versus blue fight. This is not about taking away rights. This is about protecting lives.
Today in Washington, D.C. and all around the world, there have been marches going on, and I'm ecstatic to be a part of this day making history. You guys should be too. The purpose of this march is not to take guns away from everyone. It is to make it harder to obtain a gun, therefore lessening these now common tragedies. If you consider yourself pro-gun, it does not mean that you cannot value the lives of other people. By standing together today, we are showing our government that we will not stand for this, and it is unacceptable. Thank you.
Today I walked across Waimea carrying a sign with the numbers of our congressmen. If you are done with the government's thoughts and prayers and want to see progress, call them and demand for there to be enough bipartisanship within our government to unite against gun violence and begin gun law reform nationwide.
I come from a family of responsible gun owners. I highly doubt any of us would ever intentionally hurt anyone. But we have no use for semi-automatic rifles or military-grade weapons. No one does. The Second Amendment guarantees the right of citizens to defend themselves, but does not guarantee that anyone can bear any and all arms. My grandfather taught me to not be afraid of guns. That's not what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid that my little brother or sister will go to school one day and won't come home.
Yes, people kill people, but they use guns to kill them. An 18-year-old should not have the ability to obtain a rifle, a killing machine. There have been 18 school shootings in 2018, and hopefully there will be no more. I shouldn't have to be worried when I'm at school. That's where I should feel safe. No one should have to go to school or anywhere fearing their lives.
18th century laws cannot regulate 21st century weapons. No state is immune to the gun violence that has been alarmingly sweeping across the United States. Students deserve to feel safe when attending school. No one should have to fear risking their life in exchange for their education.
It's about this movement, but it's also just to show how inspired I am and how inspired our group is from this movement of students leading the charge. So here we go. All right. Well, here we go again. Flip the switch. It's automatic. Semi-automatic to be exact. Another troubled teen, in fact. Current flowing, you know the drill. Shock and awe sensors fill your vessels with emotional charges. Trigger tear duct responses. Trigger flush face. Trigger floor pace. Trigger why, oh why. Trigger why did they die. Trigger why take lives. I got to get on with mine. I must rip out the cable line. Audio visual shutdown detachment erasure. Another glacier calves. Another tax break for the haves. Another war on air lands. Another era of clan. Another mother caresses son in hands. Black boy armed with skittle bag. Another traffic stop. Racist cop. Pop, pop, pop. A father to many. Philanda's legacy. Another chalk outline. Another dark headline. Another hashtag online. Another sun doesn't shine. Another morning, another news flash. Families mourning, yellow tape fluttering, sirens bellowing, copters floating, TV ratings soaring, talking heads moaning. No time for politicking, only thoughts and prayers for the Lord. Meanwhile, 17 left cold on linoleum floor. Most too young to vote, all too young to die. And there goes mother time. Passing till the next time, tapping watch, urging, don't just watch, do something. Behold, the brave teens, circuit breaking, rewiring the narrative. This will no longer stand. We are from Parkland, age don't matter, we have a voice. We know what's right, we have a choice. We aren't alone and we have a bone to pick. We will politic, we will walk out, we will speak out, we will reach out, we will spread like fire, we will because we're tired. Tired of Congress's indifference, dogmatic gun addicts touting more rights for automatics than for people of color, than for those who make less in a minute than a lobbyist makes in a... for those who make less in a year than a lobbyist makes in a minute, because that makes a little more sense. That circuit you have rewired, you have inspired all over the map. Backpack left in class, fist raised, taking knees, instant solidarity through internet connectivity. Electricity bolts through me, hope clings like ions, future bright like Zion. Don't let them flip the switch, don't let the silencer silence you, don't let them openly carry on. Your power is endless. Let's end this once and for all. Enough is enough. Thank you.
Network for putting all of this on in conjunction with the students. This has been awesome. This has been amazing.